I know when they first told me that at some point I was going to have to go on dialysis, I've always been a real big chicken about needles.
Oh yeah, a lot of people are.
And I had repeating nightmares, just the worst nightmares. I would dream that like a boa constrictor or some giant snake had grabbed hold of my arm and was wrapping around me. And I would just wake up just gasping for breath.
Right. Oh wow.
On the verge of screaming. So it's not that bad.
Right. Well, yeah.
But your
that's another issue.
Can sure do. And a lot of people when they first come in are really very frightened.
I'll bet. It's a very traumatic thing. I mean, I don't like new situations to begin with, so something that would be new to my health, I can see where it'd be very emotionally scary and just, like you said, restless nights and the dreams.
There can be some pretty good pain involved with it.
Sure.
Especially when you first start,
Well, and I imagine too, if when it's all new, if you're still working on diet issues and all that type of thing, and you're not that good at that, and you don't think of something,
which makes
eat something, drink something you shouldn't have, or whatever.
The big thing that a lot of dialysis people do is drink too much.
Yeah.
I don't mean drink too much in the usual sense.
Right.
Just literally drink.
Just fluids.
Yeah, because you're used to drinking. If you drink 8 glasses of water a day, you're in trouble. That's way too much fluids. And that can cause you a lot of problems.
Sure. So the fluids, do they process out of your body at least some, or?
But
it's very limited.
Well, the thing is, if you drink too much, you're going to have a serious blood pressure issue. Okay. Because your veins will be stretched out like this. And then all of a sudden, there's no, they got all the fluid out of the system, and so your blood pressure drops dramatically, and that's something they really have to watch you for all the time when you're on the machine.
How much fluid are you able to intake a day normally?
Well, they say for most people you don't want to go much over 3 pints a day. Okay. Which is doable, but a lot of people, especially these days when they've just pushed so hard, that drink a lot of water.
And that's not the answer.
You walk around with thing of water in your hand all the time, or coffee. A lot of people do that. And then you go on dialysis. You can't do that anymore.
Sure.
And that's a hard habit to break.
Well, especially with water, because you're thinking this is healthy, this is good.
Yeah.
And,
Well, another thing you really have to watch, when you go to a restaurant and you get a drink with your meal, tea or coffee or whatever, that waitress is thinking she's doing you a favor, keeping you full,
filling up, and you're not realizing how many times it's been filled.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You have to get in the habit of telling them right off, don't give me any more than 2 cups of coffee, or whatever your limit is.
Yeah, especially in our country, because it's like, if you go to a gas station or something, or some place to get a soda or something, they're pushing these big, huge 64 ounces or 44 ounces, or
that's like 3 days worth.
Yeah, it's like then all those days are gone.
Yep, that's all true. Of course, you really shouldn't be drinking soda anyway.
Well, it's not healthy for anybody.
Dialysis people usually drink either the clear sodas like Sprite or root beer. The colas are pretty much a no-no.
Yeah. Also with dialysis, just thought of that was, is there issues with things like diabetes? Are there a lot of normal complications with it, or is there not? Your
diabetes doesn't go away because you're on dialysis.
Sure.
So you still have to think about that, which sometimes complicates things because the dietary recommendations and restrictions for one can clash with the other.
Sure. Yeah, because the sugars and stuff is what I was wondering if there's issues with that.
If you're not diabetic, you can sugar's not a problem.
That's not going to be an issue.
Yeah, in fact, it's probably good for you to get a little extra in, just for your energy levels. But if you have a heart condition or anything else, that doesn't change
Right.
on dialysis. The one thing that is really bad, and I've lost some friends this way, if you get cancer and you're on dialysis, the things they do, the chemo and stuff for the cancer clashes very badly with the dialysis, and it's usually a very grim scenario.
So anybody on dialysis, they end up with cancer. It's not a promising mix at all.
Particularly if it's colon cancer or pancreatic cancer. Those, I'm not sure exactly why those, but those are particularly bad. I had a dear friend about 5 years ago that we lost. She was on dialysis, and she got colon cancer, and it was just everything they did for one made the other worse. So she wound up just quitting the dialysis, and of course, when people do that, they can usually expect to live maybe 2 weeks.
Sure.